Qatar is the third richest country in the world per capita, with an average citizen making $86,000 per year. And within Qatar lives one of the top 5 richest royal families in the entire world. Today, you will find out who this family is and what luxuries they indulge in on this episode of Luxury Land. If you're new to the land, don't be afraid to politely put that subscribe button in its place and whoop that like button with it so that we can make it to 500 subscribers. This will help us continue to be able to make the luxury content you deserve. Before we get into the royal family, let's do a quick crash course on the country of Qatar, shall we? I know you're an expert, but just humor me. Qatar is a small country in the Middle East, and its capital city, Doha, was once a fishing village and important center for horse and camel breeding. It became a British protectorate after World War I and gained its independence in 1971. It shares its borders with Saudi Arabia and is mostly made up of desert. Now for the family that runs it. These days, the country is ruled by the Al Thani family. The ruling family first settled here way back in the 1700s, and there are now 8,000 royals living there today that altogether share a wealth of $335 billion. A country with 8,000 royals. No wonder the country is so rich. The family is divided into 4 main factions: Bani Qasim, Bani Jabir, Bani Ahmed, and Bani Tamir, and there have been 8 rulers in total since 1851. The current Amir is Tamim bin Ahmad Al Thani, and actually took the throne from his father, Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, who ruled from 1995 to 2013. Surprisingly, Tamim's brother, Jassim bin Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, was supposed to succeed their father, but he didn't want to rule. He even stepped down as crown prince in 2003 and now lives a peaceful life with his wife and 8 children. I would literally do the exact same thing. All the wealth and peace for the self. I just made that up too. Their father Hamad was born in 1952 and has 3 wives and 24 children. It's clear why there are so many royals now. The current Amir is from his second wife, Sheikha Moza bint Nasir Al Mesned. During the 18-year reign, the ruling style could be labeled as autocratic. There was no free speech or organized political opposition. Though that's pretty harsh, Qatar owes so much of its economic development to Hamad. He founded the news media group Al Jazeera and formed the Qatar Investment Authority in 2005, investing over $100 billion into it. These investments include, first, Harrods, the most luxurious department store in the UK. The store is so luxurious, it requires a dress code to enter. Second, we have Printemps department store in Paris. This is one of the world's leading department stores for luxury items. And then we have Paris Saint-Germain FC, the French football club that recently acquired soccer sensation Neymar. Along with this, the family has a stake in Porsche, Miramax Films, a 12.6% stake in Barclays, and way too many more to name. More impressive is the Al Thani real estate portfolio and the locations of the properties. Get this, the royal family of Qatar is the largest property owner in London, and they own more property in London than the British royal family. For example, they own London's tallest building, the Shard. This marvel has offices, the Shangri-La Hotel, and award-winning restaurants in its walls. They also own real estate in important British historical areas like the Intercontinental Park Lane Hotel. The London Olympic Village was purchased for £557 million in 2011 by the family, which is a residential area with 3,000 homes. Nothing says boss like going to another country and buying their famous landmarks. In addition, the Qatar Royal Family has properties in France. They own the Majestic Hotel in Cannes. This hotel has its own private beach and luxurious rooms. They also own Hotel Martinez and the Carlton Hotel. And the royals don't just want property in foreign lands, they take care of home too. The Emir began constructing a palace in the mountains in Oman and a luxury residence in Muscat near the sea. Since Emir Tamim took over, he's tried to heighten Qatar's image on the international stage. Part of this effort included founding Qatar Sports Investments. Through this initiative, the Emir helped bring the 15th Asian Games to Doha, and Qatar will host the Football World Cup for 2022. This is an endeavor that will have an estimated $200 billion spent on infrastructure. The Emir holds a bachelor's and master's degree from USC. One professor claims that when his handlers turned in one of his papers, it was placed in a bag with a Rolex watch, so it's left up to you to judge how honest his time in college was. But Hmmm has, in life, held many leadership positions in the nation, like head of the Upper Council of the Environment and Natural Sanctuaries, chairman of Supreme Education Council, and has been the chairman of a bunch of other stuff that is way too much of a mouthful. The Emir's younger brother, Sheikh Khalifa bin Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, also studied at USC, but his time there was a little different. Khalifa arrived in a private jet and had a fleet of multi-million-dollar luxury cars on site. He was followed by security guards, chauffeurs, and even had his own nurse. Oh, I forgot he also kept someone just to prepare his hookah pipe, and once spent $300,000 in Las Vegas in just 6 weeks in 2014. During this time, he even hung out with Scott Disick. The Qatari royal did all of this and still managed to make the Dean's List 3 times. That's a level of multitasking we're just not ready for. You thought we weren't going to talk about yachts? Please. One of the yachts owned by the family is the Al Markab, which is the 6th largest yacht in the world and was bought in 2008 for $300 million. The Emir's father owns the Qatara. This yacht has a beauty salon, beach club, 18 cabins, and can hold 95 crew members to provide the ultimate luxurious experience. You may be surprised to learn that Qatar is huge in the world of art. Al Mayasa bint Ahmad bin Khalifa Al Thani is the Emir's sister, head of Qatar's Museum Authority, and is hailed as the most powerful woman in art today. Forbes even ranked her one of the most powerful women in the world in 2012. The annual budget for the Qatar Museum Authority is $250 million and has been buying art for over 39 years, including jewelry, ancient French furniture, Qurans, paintings, and various artifacts. Luxury art, buying up other countries' most important historical landmarks, owning world-renowned soccer teams, skipping class to hang out with Scott Disick, and still getting all A's, all in a day's work for the royal family of Qatar. Who's your favorite royal family in the Middle East? Let me know in the comments below. In the meantime, click a video on the screen to watch something you haven't seen, and thanks for visiting Luxury Land.